How are we, guys? It's a beautiful morning. I can't wait to talk to you guys today. Getting that out of the way, what I want to talk about in this video is something different. Different type of video, the video title that I wanted to start trying to pursue, because I realized that because I'm only of a young age, that I don't have much expertise, and that I'm only just giving people knowledge on the things that I know from what I've learned. So if I can position myself in a way where I can freely talk about what I want to talk about to you guys, while I'm still learning at the same time, that's probably the best possible option that I should be going for. And if you read the title already, it's going to be about motivation and what I've learned about motivation as a 15-year-old on self-improvement. Now, what I've come to discover about motivation is that it comes in many different forms. And first of all, let me define what motivation is in my own words. So what motivation is something or someone or just anything that induces the processes in your brain that causes you to rethink your own situation and forces you to take action. Now, what I mean by forces you to take action, I mean that it has the ability to stimulate your brain to say to yourself that you are going to do something because of something that happened. You're going to do something because of what someone else said to you. All of these things, well, they can range from small little things, to big things, tragic things. Now, motivation can span from a motivational video that you watch on YouTube, where people you can see on the video are grinding and they're living out their most potential in their life. Or it could be someone that said to you, Zach, I don't know, you just look very skinny. You look skinny, you look small, just in a casual, subtle way. Or you can possibly frame it in a way where possibly a tragic passing of someone that you know and loved, and you use that as motivation to fuel your life and make it more fulfilling. Now, it doesn't matter what form of motivation that you use, but it's just whether you apply it in the right way. So what I mean by applying it in the right way is that when you receive this sort of motivation, what does that do to your brain? What does that achieve? Does it spark that little thought in your mind? Does it spark that new identity of yours, where you're going to go out and you're going to pursue what you want to pursue, because you know that deep down you are fulfilled by it and that you will receive much enjoyment and fulfillment from it? Do you just use that motivation? Do you not use it at all? Do you not use the motivation at all? Do you just look at it, just look at the situation as it is and just go about your day normally, as if nothing had happened? Why would you do that? In my opinion, that's probably not the best way that you should be going about using these forms of motivation. Now, they can be positive, but most of the time the best sorts of motivation are negative. Because negative situations, you don't want them to happen again. And so you want to change, you want to become someone else. So you can remove that negative situation out of your mind and out of your life. So I heard this quote from Sam Sulek. If you don't know who he is, he's a famous bodybuilder on YouTube who's blown up recently on social media. And essentially what he said is, what motivates you as an individual? Yourself, or rather other people? Or what are you doing it for? Are you doing it for other people, or are you doing it for yourself? Now there comes to a point where you gotta decipher between extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. Now, extrinsic motivation is all those things I talked about, the motivational video, people coming up to you and saying that you look skinny, or personally a tragic passing in your family. These are all extrinsic motivations. right? Now these are extrinsic motivations because they happened out of your control. They happened because they happened to you, and it's whether up to you to decide whether you're going to use that or not. But intrinsic motivation, I believe, is probably more important because not only does it help you to carry out these actions every single day, because you know that inside of you, that doing what particular thing, particular action, particular business model, doing whatever helps to soothe that and helps to soothe your mind and makes you more fulfilled and makes you much more happier. That's just what I think, that motivation can come from extrinsic factors, but it's better if you use that extrinsic motivation and you turn it into intrinsic. You turn it into what you truly want to achieve, what you want to be in the future, who you want to embody, your future self. Think about your future self. Where you want that person to be in the next few years, or the next few months. Where do you want that to be? So that's what I believe. Motivation is really just the catalyst for action. It's the catalyst for you attempting to take action. Well, you can take action or you can not take action. These are the two key parts to it. So you can take it, use it, you take it and use it, or you absorb it and you don't use it at all. So motivation is just the catalyst for everything that you do. Whether it's extrinsic to help you get off your ass and actually start going to the gym, or whether it's intrinsic where you have that dying passion every single day when you wake up, and that you can go about doing that thing and you still love it even though you spend so much time doing it. So whether you use motivation or you don't, you have the ability to recognize and understand what the events that are occurring in your life and the significance of them to your life. Now I remember one experience recently is that the passing of my grandfather. So I used that to recognize that life is very short and that you need to live out every single moment as much as you can and make your life as most fulfilling and happy as possible. So that you know that deep down inside, when you're on your deathbed, that you're going to be proud of yourself. You're going to be happy that you did all of these things. You're happy that you aligned with your goals and your purpose. Because if you didn't, it's just going to be very shameful, and you're going to be regretting of all the things that you didn't do, because simply you didn't use motivation and that you weren't strong enough in your own mind to be able to pursue something that was out of your league, to pursue something that was bigger than you. You didn't want to get out of your comfort zone.